Parikh ji, Dr. Chandrasekhar, Gautam Jain, Inder Jain, other dignitaries on the dais, Shri Bhandari ji, Dr. Saharia, my very close friend, and all the members who have assembled here for such an happy occasion for this inauguration of the dialysis center. First of all, I'd like to thank my friends Mr. Sri Inder Jain and Gautam Jain for talking few good words about me. As a doctor, I have been trying to do whatever best possible for my patients. It is their kind-heartedness that talk so much good about me. I don't know whether I deserve it or not, but certainly I am very kind and thankful to them for those kind words. At least I will congratulate the Mahavir Jain Trust Relief Trust for taking up such a humane and such a need in the facility for giving the dialysis to the needy patients. I remember a few years back, probably around 2008, when Sri Gautam Jain met me in one of the parties. He came up with the idea of starting the dialysis centers for the needy patients. That time, probably there were no good charitable or private centers who were doing dialysis, maintenance dialysis for these type of patients. So I must really congratulate him to coming up with this idea of providing such facility to these patients. And from that time onwards, as he has shown in the statistics, the center has grown from 1 center to 4 centers. They are expanding more. The number of dialysis are reached almost 7,000 or more per month. Hundreds of patients are deriving benefit from this organization. And I am sure they will continue to do this good work for these needy patients. This is something, help to the humanity is something which is ingrained in this, especially the Jain community. I really congratulate each and every member, each and every contributor for this noble scheme. And I am hope the other centers, other parts of the state, other parts of the country follow this example to give facility to the suffering patients. A word about the renal failure itself. The trust has been doing a very good service for the patients who are suffering from renal failure. But if you look at the data which is available, probably going by the data which is available, there are approximately more than few lakhs of patients who have kidney failure at various stages of their disease, but still not requiring dialysis, which is moving around in the society. If we count probably about 500 patients per person sitting here, probably about 3 to 5%, probably about 10-15 people would be having kidney disease which goes undetected, unrecognized and untreated. And if these patients are recognized and treated properly at an early stage, probably the need for the terminal dialysis stage can be either postponed or can be avoided. So my earnest request to this trust is to see that apart from concentrating on giving the so-called tertiary care of giving dialysis to the patients of terminal renal failure, what we call it as end-stage renal failure, the next agenda probably for them, it is for them to think it over and do something for the prevention of this disease. Going by the estimate, probably every year within this Telangana state, about 7 to 8,000 patients, new patients are added on for who require dialysis, and out of which probably not even 500 to 1,000 patient maximum would be able to have the facility of dialysis or transplantation. As we know, transplantation is a very difficult project. Very few donors are available in the family. The cadaver transplantation has not yet picked up in our country. Still, Hyderabad, Telangana and Tamil Nadu are doing better than other parts of the country. But there is a huge gap between the requirement and the supply. And no society will be able to completely take care of the patients who have this terminal kidney failure. So the emphasis should be to prevent this disease. One of our very senior colleagues from Madras, Dr. M.K. Mani, had shown us a way by adopting a village near Tamil Nadu, in Tamil Nadu near Chennai, and with a population of few thousand persons in that village, they screened those villages for the presence of high blood pressure and sugar, the two most common cause for kidney failure. Almost two-thirds of our terminal kidney failure cases on dialysis are due to these two common diseases. So if these diseases can be identified early, can be treated properly, and in a systematic way under close supervision of a team of members, need not be doctors every time, paramedics and the nurses, and if these patients can be properly identified and treated, then the progression to the kidney disease can certainly be slowed down or totally stopped. So my request to all these organizations, government is also trying to do something, but you know government has its own limitations. There are so many other aspects of their welfare programs. So if some of these trusts, some of these NGOs, some of these organizations can start thinking and start adopting a pocket of the entire population. It's impossible to take care of 3.5 crores population of Telangana, but if you can identify some small pockets and systematic way take up these villages and areas, do a proper surveillance, identify these diseases, and try to see whether we can prevent these diseases from progression. This will go a long way in trying to prevent this deadly disease, because what we have seen from the statistics, despite doing almost 7 lakhs dialysis, or despite doing dialysis for 800 patients, there is a huge gap between the requirement and the facility which is available. So I think the emphasis again should shift. Apart from, I am very positive that if the organizations, NGOs take up this cause, then it will go a long way in preventing this disease. So with these few words, again I'd like to congratulate all the donors who are present here, the Mahavir Jain Trust people, the people who have been doing such an excellent service to the humanity by their untiring efforts, that I wish and I hope they'll continue to do the same service to the suffering public, and I wish them best of luck. And from my side, from our side, whatever help they require, we are always there to help this organization. I thank you again for giving me this opportunity.